aggressively walking across the map. Because you're playing Malians, and that's not really your strength as a... not really that strong of a feudal civ. But since they're not on deer and they're not on board, their food per minute is probably not as good as it would be otherwise. Which means you could potentially be aggressive. But you don't have a scout. So I think what you could have done after winning that fight, you need to start repairing this. You do have a scout. Wait, you have a scout. It's alive. I thought it was dead. Well, you should be scouting. Immediately just beeline across map to go see this and kind of do a drive-by on their gold and their food. It's like they could be on these berries, potentially. They could be on these berries, potentially. But if they're just hunkered down in their base and they're heavily on gold and they're on farms, you could potentially put on pressure. Just push from this side, where their production is, get siege engineering, lay down some pressure. So what that does, it puts them on the back foot defensively. They have to start reacting to what you're doing. Which means if they're trying to go castle, it's going to slow them down. Also, if they're trying to go castle and they're not on outside food sources, and they're just starting to add farms, they're probably going to be a little bit slow to it. So any amount of units that you can force if they're on farms, it's going to slow down their castle significantly. Slowing down their castle means more cows for you. Yay, cows. Because your ultimate goal from at this point is still to just make it towards castle. You don't really want to get into an extended fight with Adri. You might be in a okay position because you did win that fight pretty handedly, and it does seem like they're mostly just on farms. But that's where scouting comes in. That is where scouting. Thought that was complete the wolf killed it. Right. Scout or wolf subby. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing in this game is just scouting, to be honest. Looking at their food and gold right now, if you had immediately beelined your scout for this side of the map, or even just ran through the middle and just did like a loop-de-loop, just to see like, okay, how much units do they have? Are they heavily on gold? How many farms do they have? As soon as you see that it looks like they're starting to transition to castle and they don't have as many units as, like if it looks like you have an army size advantage, you can just go across map and start putting pressure. I think the best place to put pressure would probably be over here where their production is. Because you could push from here with a couple of rams and just force them to respond to it. It's not about killing them, it's about forcing response to slow down their castle so that you can make your way to castle yourself with your cows. Because you have to play a bit of catch up this game. Also, you still haven't started repairing this. But now I think you're a little bit late to do anything. So you didn't immediately scout. You did kind of push up a little bit, but then you ran away. And even pushing up then was a bit late. So you are building rams now, but I don't necessarily know if this is the right place to attack. Also, that's pretty decent army. I think if you had gone earlier, they wouldn't have had that many units. And you could have done this ram push. This side probably is walled off, so that might be why you're going through here. But this is a terrible place to attack from. It's not necessarily a bad fight, it's just not a great place to attack from, because the town center is going to cover this entire area. And there's not really anything for you to ram other than the town center. That's why going through this side, because what you could have done is scout, seeing that they don't have a lot, seeing that they're going castle, they're on farms. Circle through here, whatever wall is here, just break it down. Have some rams over here, wall off the middle, wall off this side. So that if they do try and counterattack, you at least have information and slow it down. And then you just set up a little siege over here and pressure down their production. Force them to make units. While they're making units, you're going cow, 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 cow. You're slowing down their castle at the same time. Bada bing, bada boom. You hit castle before them or in a similar time, and then you flood Sofa Archer, win game. GG. See you later, H3. But now you're kind of in a not great position because you pushed late, because you You didn't scout right away. You moved out, but then you moved back, and then you tacked, and then you kind of tacked in an awkward spot. Because, like, imagine if your army here, which was doing pretty well, like, overall, I'd say the fight went okay for you. It's not great because you're fighting in your town center, but imagine if your army had been over here with these rams pushing. How much better it would have been for you. It would have been a lot harder for them to defend because they can't just sit under the town center. And this production and these houses are an exposed area. And that all kind of comes back to just scouting. That it could kill their production. Yeah, I mean, the thought of pressuring and killing their production was correct. It was just late and you attacked from the wrong spot, basically. Because attacking up here and letting the rams do their work while your javelin throwers are annoying them and your melee units aren't getting pelted down by the town center would have been a lot more effective. So, like, the idea was correct, it was just the execution and where you attacked was wrong. So it should have been sooner, and it should have been from a different angle. And typically, I wouldn't necessarily recommend being aggressive with Malians in Feudal, but this was a good game for that situation where it's like, okay, you want to fight on your side of the map, and you have a sizable amount of units left over. Putting on pressure and slowing down their transition is actually in your favor, because you need to buy yourself time to play for cows. But then your attack was late. It didn't really go super well for you. You only killed a couple buildings. Now they're in castle. They've been in castle for a bit longer. You're still not full on cows. So you're definitely in a precarious position. Oh my god, what are these cows doing? We got idle cows. Okay, there they go. I will say I think you've done an okay job of recovering for this game, considering the position you're in the start, as well as considering the map layout. It was definitely not in your favor. You still need to repair this, especially because you're floating a boatload of wood. Which honestly, with this amount of wood, wall the middle, slap down some towers, and then just like 4 production buildings. Honestly, you also could potentially have put this over here and started a little bit of trade. Because at this point in the game, you're going to have to play a little defensive while you transition your stuff to castle. But you're going to start wanting to be like on their side of the map, in their face. Because you're Malians, right? You want to make use of your cow boom by swarming units and being in their face. If you're in their face, you can actually start some trade. Also, this wall not being finished is probably unfortunate, but it looks like you're finishing it. Actually, this is kind of an insane spawn for you, because these are basically on your side of the map, so you automatically kind of deny them 2 relics just with this wall. That's so peak. Another thing you should do at this point, by the way, especially when you have stables, just make a scout. Honestly, just having a scout sitting here would do you a world of wonders. You can also wall off the middle and put down a tower. That kind of serves a similar purpose. So right now you're kind of sitting in the Self Forest, but you're blind as fuck. Like, they could have 30 units and 2 mangoes just walk up and you're gonna be sad. So vision and scouting, as per usual, pretty important. Only other thing is you're floating a bunch of wood. Floating food is fine, because it means that this could have been put into production and you could have had some more production. You have what, 4 stables? You probably could have had 6 stables. Siege Workshop is a good choice. It's another way to spend your wood. One thing that you can do with Sofa, by the way, especially on this map, since you do want to be raiding with them, and everybody walls this map, you know, across the middle and stuff like that, you can just have them go and kill walls and be annoying. Like, doing run-bys, being active with them is good. Like, this is good. But you could have been active with them earlier and gone and, you know, killed walls and stuff. I think you're a little slow on your archer transition. I also would not be building javelin throwers. Because they're pretty, like, they're taking up 40 gold per, and you're kind of... You're not just, like, gold starved because you have pretty good gold per minute. Of course, this isn't finished, so you're missing out on some gold. But ideally, you want all of your gold going to things like Sofa, and if they're making men-at-arms, Miss Funny. And javelin throwers kind of suck ass. So probably stop making javelin throwers once you're in castle and just focus on archers, and then spend your gold on Sofa, and if you need Mustafadi. And you could also probably have had a work or a mango a little bit earlier. But this fight right here was a good example of vision. Because if you had seen it coming, you might have been able to like infer that it was coming based on the fact that they're chasing your units and you saw a bunch of units here. Or they're chasing your Sofa, as well as when they killed your Sofa, they're probably going to push after that. But if you just had a tower and a wall here, one, the wall is going to buy a little bit of time. The tower tells you that they're coming. That lets you get out the mango a little bit faster. The mango's out earlier. You consolidate your army. You take a better fight. Bada bing, bada boom. Fuck you, HRE. So once again, vision and scouting. Good old vision and scouting. Surprised they're going so heavy on knights. Yeah, I think you might be a little bit of pickle. A bit of a pickle. Needed more production as well. You also don't have your upgrados. Just another benefit of not making javelin throwers. You might have extra gold that you can spend on upgrados. You are getting this, but it's a little bit late. You haven't gotten that yet. Although you are floating a bunch of gold at this point. Yeah, I don't think there's really much to watch at this point. I mean, most of the game kind of stemmed from the feudal part, where you should have scouted earlier. You could have seen that they were playing aggressive. You could have had probably 2 javelin throwers out by the time that their javelin throwers, or their archers, were across the map. That means you wouldn't have lost this immediately. You wouldn't have had to pull off gold immediately. You did a good job of going and taking this. That was good. You also rebuilt over here, which was good. But if you had scouted initially, you would have seen it. You could have reacted a little bit faster. It would have slowed down their push doing this. You could have also immediately built a stable alongside your archery range so that you had Sofa out just to help deal with rams. And then if you keep scouting, you see that stables and you add in barracks. Once you won the fight here as well, if you had immediately scouted, you could have gone and pushed where their production was from this side instead of over here. If you'd done it faster, you probably could have slowed down their castle significantly, which would have gotten you your cows back up. And then make sure you rebuild this if it dies. I think that kind of covers the most important aspects of the game. Do I mind doing another one later? No. If people want replay reviews, go for it. Are any people, if you taught people except in hard mean lessons? Well, I have replay reviews if people want it. That is up to the peeps. I had to build as Molly if opponents have man of arm units. You make use, Foddy. Mullions are not a particularly complicated unit, or a complicated sim when it comes to your units. You basically have to make Sofa, because they're really your only front line. And they're good for raiding. You basically have to make archers, because javelin throwers suck ass after feudal. And poison archers actually give you a fair amount of DPS. And then from there, it's just kind of countering what your opponent is heavily making. Are they going heavy Musafati? Are they going heavy men-at-arms? Then you'd make some more Musafati. Are they going heavy Cav? Then you'd add in Donzo. Are they going really heavy backline? Get Workshop, get a Mingano. Nah, I would not spend res on javelin throwers in castle personally. If you have a lot left over, like I think he might have had some left over. Like, upgrading them is fine, so that, like, they're veteran and you have the upgrade for them. But I wouldn't start spending resources on them. I would go into archers. You're better off playing archer sofa plus whatever counter unit and then going into a Mingano instead of javelin throwers. Javelin throwers are just such a, like, gold sink for almost no benefit. I'd rather sink all that gold into sofa or upgrades or Mingano. It's long about the 7:20-minute mark means harsh condensation. I mean, sure, if you want to do it. I have no qualms with doing replay reviews if people want them, and they have the points for it. I don't think there's really anything else to watch this game. I will say that map kind of sucks for honest. Case in point, they put heavy pressure on your very forward gold, and then your second gold was, you know, them mostly not scouting it. The game probably would have been a lot shorter if they had scouted the map. So if you do play that map more, you could always try the trade network thing. I don't know if it's necessarily great or not, but you could try it. Do I think AV4 is dead now? Oh yeah. Game's dead as fuck. 07, see you later AV4. Dead game. Did you want to do the replay review now, or am I queuing up? Playing the graveyard, actually? Exactly. Cemetery hours. I'll lose humans, go Q. I'll lose humans? How am I losing humans? What does that mean? How many humans do I have? I didn't know I had any humans. Oh, that's fast. Oh, Lily. By the way, Vindication was fine. Conquering is totally allowed. So, True. Everyone is a bot. I couldn't resist. When it said cheap viewers and best viewers, I clicked on it. I'm sorry. It was too... they got me with the marketing. The marketing was too strong. New production weather, Stormgate will live on posterity hype. Depends on Frost Giant. Depends how fast they are with changing things and how quick they are to put out new content and stuff. I think the game is in a good spot for where it is in early access. So as long as they take, you know, people's actual criticism and not just the Reddit hate train that you typically see. That's not very useful and it's just people bitching and moaning. And they approve things efficiently and quickly and keep adding content. I think the game will do fine. It's my Stormgate rating out of 10 for this EA launch. My Stormgate rating out of 10. I rate it at least 6 tacos out of 10 tacos. Why tacos? Because tacos are good. Who doesn't like tacos? 6 tacos is a lot of tacos. That's a pretty good amount of tacos. I would be thrilled to have 6 tacos right now. Actually, not right now. When I'm hungry, so like tomorrow. Tacos are right, burritos though. I mean, burritos, you know. Burritos are okay. I like burritos. I think tacos are just, I don't know. If I was given the option of burrito or taco, I'd probably take tacos. They're a little bit, easier to wield. You know, I could always have one more taco, but having one more burrito, it's like, wow, that's a lot, you know? Like, I just had this really big burrito. I don't think I could have another big burrito. But with a taco, it's like, you know, it's light enough that you're like, I could have another taco. And another, exactly. We're gonna make some horses. We're gonna make some horses. We're gonna make some horses. That's what we're gonna do. So I going military. Alright, let's go across the map. Do I want to go full forest stable? I don't know if I want to go full forest stable. That's a lot stable. Forest stables? A lot stables. Maybe I do 2. Maybe only 2 stable. Looks like he's just playing turtle. He's just turtling. Mean turtle. There's a lot of stables. What's the problem with horse thieves against Abbottson? You'd think it's the camels. It's honestly not the camels. It's the fucking spears. It's so hard to do anything aggressive against Abbottson spears. It's all horses. They're probably thinking the same thing. Like, damn, that's a lot of horses. Woo, where you going? Should have went for 4 stables. I'd have way more than them. See, but the damage I do is permanent. That's OP. Didn't split quite the way that I was hoping. What the? They're not on this. Maybe I just go for castle. Since they're just turtling. Heal a bit. Hopefully he never swaps into the dreaded spears. I'm not so worried about the camels. Actually, the camels are kind of a problem. Actually, never mind. Camels are actually kind of a problem. They're adding in spears. That kind of sucks for me. Abbot spears and camels, kind of a tough thing to break. What a battle we're having. An epic battle. My king is trying suicide again. Pretty sure I don't win this. At all. But that's okay. It's an epic battle. That's what matters. I'm out of gold, I just says. Unfortunately, Abbot spears and Abbot camels probably pretty good against horses. Not to mention horsemen kind of suck until feet are in barrel. Don't think with 50 idols I'm gonna survive. I mean, I may like push them out of my main base, but we lost all our horses. R.I.P. horses. You tried your best against Abbot spears and camels, but fortunately, you're a shit unit against a hard counter. Hey, crossbows? But crossbows aren't horses. Crossbows are also a ranged unit. Gross. Imagine making a ranged unit when you can make melee. What matters is we had an epic battle between horseman and horseman, camel and horseman, and spear and horseman, with a couple of man-at-arms. You know what I was missing? I was missing +2 melee armor. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. That would have made the difference. That was the difference maker. Oh, I'm so dumb. How could I forget +1 melee armor? I also didn't have a network of castles or whatever. That would have also made the difference. Fuck. We could have turned it around. Does Abba counter English? The later the game goes, the better it is for Abba, but Abba said gets absolutely dunked on by feudal English. Like it's a... I don't want to say it's an impossible matchup, but it's heavily English favored in feudal. Abbasid is just slow, and longbows are very good against them. But if you're trying to go like 2TC king as English, you're basically throwing the game because you're never going to beat you're never going to beat Abbasid in a macro game. So the longer the game goes, the better it is for Abbasid. But Abba doesn't have a lot of tools to deal with feudal aggression that English can put on. You can't really 1TC it, because 1TC Abba is pretty bad. And if you go 2TC, it can get pressured down pretty heavily. It's also why you shouldn't go military wing in the matchup, because if they open council hall, you basically lose the entire... You just lose 4 units to like 1 longbow, basically. But a lot of people have been going king, so that's probably why military wing became more popular. Ah, the classic matchup of Order of the Dragon versus Holy Roman Empire. A classic battle. A classic. Do I open dot gauge? Do we have some dot gauge walls? Some dot gauge walls. Okay. Although I will say I've lost the coin flip every time I've done Dark Age on this map of recent. So I don't have high hopes. I thought that was going to be gold for a second. I was about to be very happy, but now I'm very sad. What I'm not sad about is all of these yummy, nummy sheep. Does make me happy. You like this matchup, Raytree? As you shouldn't. Order the Dragon is just better tree. Better looking, better units, better pizza is Papa John's. I don't actually endorse Papa John's. That guy's a scumbag. Do I do the dumb thing and make more than one? That's the dumb thing. But I'm stupid, so let's do it. Any stupids in chat? Sorry, that was rude. Are you serious? You have it under... Wait, that's not under Tuesday. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold the fan. That indicator is lying to me. Oh, I was hitting the wrong hotkey because I'm extra stupid. I'm extra stupid. Haha. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Nice. Look how much I got done with these spears. What a great opening. Dark Age is so fun in Age of Empires. It's so effective. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Imagine trying to fight my Giga-Chad man-at-arms with your weak, wimpy man-at-arms. Imagine. Can you imagine? You can imagine getting your ass clapped by my Giga-Chad man-at-arms. Look at them! They think they care about your bullshit? I don't give a fuck. Yeah. What are you gonna do? You think you can fight? You think you can fight this? You can't fight shit. That's right, you better run. Your shit's weak. My shit is strong. I'm sure these are doing fine. I don't really need to watch them. Yeah, your wimpy ass Man-at-Arms. What do you think they're gonna do against my Giga Chad Man-at-Arms? Absolutely fuck all. See that with the far deer back? What, pushing? That deer back? Or that deer back? It's not really worth for the tiny one. I technically could have started with these and then pushed them into the big one, but I mean, further away it is, the more likely it is to get interrupted. Hi, hello. Or the dragon Aachen feels like Aachen from Wish. So funnily enough, Or the Dragon Aachen Chapel is infinitely better than the Order of Dragon Minework. Unless you're doing Feudal on. Fueled by Kyle to give the Prime sub. Thank you. Minework is only worth going if you're spamming Man-at-Arms and Feudal. Otherwise, Aachen is better. But they both suck, so that's also a thing. They're both not very good landmarks. Aachen, in my opinion, for Or the Dragon should be global. Because you do want to be taking deer and boar and stuff like that. And you don't have prelates to buff. So it has a lower percent, but if you made it global, then you could go take pocket resources. And Minework just needs more text. Something more than what it currently has. I think it should give gilded text. Gilded military camp, even faster train time. But in their current form, both of them kind of suck. Minework only has one relevant upgrade, which is the Man-at-Arm one, which is really only useful in Feudal. Kind of doesn't matter after that. The bleed's like whatever, because Lance Connect do 1,000,000 damage anyway, so adding a little bit of bleed damage kind of doesn't matter. And Bodkin arrows or whatever, if it was a castle tech, it would actually be useful, but because it's an Imperial tech, it sucks. Plus, you don't really outrange most siege anyway, so you're better off once you're Imperial building a Colvern than you are going Bodkin. So yeah, Minework sucks, Aachen sucks. They both need some minor buffs. They're both not amazing. Chat, we're like mid through the stream week. We need 14 more subs for a weekly sub goal. Just saying, got a Prime. You can sub for free. Just saying, just throwing that out there. I will continue to be doing AOE4 content for the foreseeable future. But, as I have said, if streaming Stormgate starts to take off and Stormgate is doing well, and my stream is doing well with Stormgate, more than likely I would start doing a bit more Stormgate than I would AOE4. But I don't foresee that happening right away. So more than likely I will keep similar schedule to what I'm currently doing for the next 6 months to varying hours. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up a 10 to 12 hour stream every single day, but the goal is mostly AOE4 with a side hustle of Stormgate. Gyrape again. I feel like I've done a lot of Gyrape tonight. Not complaining. That's not me asking the universe, oh please give me something like Rocky River. No. I am just commentating, mentioning, pointing out that I have in fact done quite a bit of dry radios, which is a pleasant surprise because I'm used to getting shit like Rocky River constantly, or Hellendale constantly, or you know, last season it was basically permanent cliffside every game. Oh, I'm already gone. This is just a pre-recorded stream. I'm currently actually playing Stormgate in my life, real life, right now. This is a pre-recorded stream. Alright, we're gonna continue going down our 2TC path. I don't know why I'm scouting defensively. I can scout way more aggressively. Why are they so aggressively scouting my base? Like, what are you trying to see? Playing Deli, bro. Gonna be on berries? Probably gonna have a mouse. What are you trying to find? Why? Why am I streaming a pre-recorded stream while I'm playing Stormgate? Because you ask silly questions all the time in other streams, I've noticed. I've seen you in multiple AOE4 streams asking if someone is why they've quit AOE4 just because they stopped playing it for a singular day. So I'm taking the piss out of you. As they say. There's like 3 of you that run around in AOE4 streams asking why they're quitting AOE4 and they're playing a different game. Which is always funny to read. So I assume you're trolling. Therefore, I will counter troll. Because I'm silly like that. If I aged up with 6, would that be insane? Would I be insane for doing that? I'd probably be off my rocker for doing that. So ideally I want to go TTC, but I feel like if I go TTC I'm definitely dead. If they're playing... FC, because I don't know if I have enough time to 2TC into castle and not die. We shall see though. Oh yeah, and they also have my military in school, which would be kind of annoying. Like a Gaussierator can push them away, but I have to build a stable. Alright, I have enough. I don't need these anymore. I don't need you anymore. Wait, actually, I should make one more for efficient production. Efficient production. I feel like honestly I need to immediately go for a second TC. So I'm playing it a little bit slow. Granted, if they are going for a fast castle, maybe I shouldn't be doing it super slow. Oh, they did it backwards. They did the shitty way. Oh, I have enough. Okay. Take a walk. Oh my god, what a weird wall. Oh my god, I can't click on it. Not entirely sure I understand what they're doing, but okay. Let's go shitty house of learning. Oh yeah, they killed my fucking blacksmith. Crap. You know what time it is? Elephant time.